So about 2 years ago, December of 2023, really, I was working part-time about 25 or 30 hours a week and coming home and farming another 30, 40, 60 hours a week, depending on the week, really. Doing cows, produce, in a little greenhouse we had at the time. And I began thinking of ways that I could leave that part-time job and pursue my dreams to come home and farm full-time. And I didn't really know the right answer at the time. But our little greenhouse at the time had been making us a little bit of profit every spring, selling tomatoes, pepper plants, maybe a few like marigolds and things. And so I began thinking of ways of how I could build another greenhouse, but we really didn't have nowhere good at the time to build one. What you see behind us here did not exist. It was pine timber up until January 2021 was it was clear cut. And so we didn't have a great spot. We have mostly timber on here on our farm. We have pastures for our cows and fields down at our bottom where we grow produce, but no good spot for a big greenhouse, a nursery type operation. I began talking to my wife about ways we could get money to build a nursery spot. And this spot at the time was the loading zone for when the loggers came and clear cut this timber. And it was kind of a mess. It was still fenced in for the cows. Really rough. There's stumps everywhere. Just a horrible situation. But we were able to figure out how to get some money, and I got a friend to come clear this. We spent about $5,000 roughly on by the time it's all said and done on dirt work and things. But we still didn't have a greenhouse. We still didn't have power or water. Just a blank dirt pad to work with. Fast forward, we got this greenhouse built, and then we have a 16 by 60 next door to us that I built last November. And fast forward to last spring, I quit my job the end of February last year, and so I feel like I was kind of behind all spring getting the crops ready. I was late on starting seed and things. And I wouldn't call last spring a full season. We did not meet our sales goal that I want to last spring. Overall, though, I would say last spring went really well. We started developing more of a customer base, like regular repeat customers, which is excellent. Those people, I have some that may watch this video right here. Absolutely, thank y'all. Without repeat customers and things like that, you really wouldn't stay afloat as a business. And I'm slowly evolving and figuring out ways that I can make this plant nursery kind of a year-round type operation. As you look here in the greenhouse behind me, you'll see we have you see a lot of hanging baskets, a lot of different crops within these baskets. We have petunias here. We've got wandering Jew, which is like a just a trailing shade type house plant. We even have some gardenia plants. And so with a plant nursery, the opportunities are endless. Looking back 5 years ago, there were literally pine trees uh, big around as this picnic table, or maybe not quite that big, but there's pine trees sitting right here. This was wood. You couldn't walk in here. And then, bam, Aaron showed up, and here we are. We have two greenhouses and plan to build more. If you're watching this and you're stuck at your dead-end job, um, just know you don't have to be stuck there. I don't know. Everybody's financial situations and things are different. Um, I definitely don't have a great financial situation right now, but I'm not dependent on building. I'm not dependent on a paycheck while building somebody else's dream either right now. I'm surviving. It's not easy, definitely not. Um, but I just encourage you, find what are you passionate about? Obviously, you know, if you're passionate about hunting, I don't think you're going to be able to make that a living. Not saying you can't. You could. There's ways you could possibly do that. But if you have like a hobby, maybe like something you do on the side of your job, and you're selling that thing or that service or whatever the case is, consider going farther with it. Um, there's going to be risk. I mean, if you stay at your same job, there's risk with that. You could get fired tomorrow. There's risk starting your own business. life's just risky. So I encourage you to uh, consider finding what you're passionate about, seeing if you can't make that thing a reality. This spot right here has absolutely some of the best sunsets, actually, and sunrises back behind the greenhouses as well. I'm not a morning person, so I usually don't see the sunrises up here as much. But what you see behind me here is our what I call our grow pad. It's where we grow mums and things, and I'm gonna start growing a lot more hydrangeas out here and stuff. But this whole pad is a 60 by 75, I think, rectangle, square, whatever you want to call it. I figure in 5 years, maybe 5 years, we'll see. There will be a 60 by 75 greenhouse sitting right here. Long term would be my ideal plan, just because we got power and water right here on site. Not really much clearing involved doing that. Doing something like this just takes a lot of faith in God and courage, willing to take that leap of faith and quit your job or whatever you're doing and do that other thing that you want to do. Not every, I know, understand not everybody's that fortunate, um, but that's just kind of, I guess, the rundown of how I was able to quit my part-time job and just farm full-time. I'm 27 right now. I went to college to be an ag teacher, actually. I did my internship at the end of college and decided really quick that I did not want to teach agriculture to students. And it wasn't the students, it was more so the school system they have in place nowadays. I don't agree with a lot of what they do. But I'm absolutely happy what I'm doing. I'm not getting rich doing this, guys. But I think there's more to life than having a pocket full of money. And if you're working at some desk doing something for somebody or working on some big job or a factory or something, I don't think you'll ever feel fulfilled. Maybe you can fill that void somehow, but it absolutely brings me joy to grow a crop and to have customers come get that, or to produce this product. It brings me joy to do something like that. And at the end of the day, no matter how hard the day is, I can come out here and just look and see what I've done within the last 24 months. Because as I said, this did not exist 24 months ago. So that's just kind of my encouragement today and how I started, how I quit my job to build a plant nursery here on our farm. I think when I started out, I didn't really have plans to build a plant nursery. It was just going to be a greenhouse and sell more plants and make enough money to, quit my job. But it really needs to be more than that. And I think long term it will. We'd like to have another greenhouse, probably build a farm store, have an office, that type of thing. But little step by little step. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing to our farm channel. I plan on posting videos every Tuesday evening at 5 p.m. And then Saturday mornings at 7 p.m. So we do all kind of things here, from greenhousing to cows. We have other animals to growing some produce as well. Thank y'all.